Next up we have our gun. It is the longer 48-inch gun. 6 flavours plus soda and water. Set up with the flavours you requested. The cola, the lemonade, soda, squash, raspberry, the no sugar, and the bitters. And lastly water. Now, this is the more expensive flow control model. So technically it's supposed to come preset with the right syrup to soda ratio. And it's correct 80% of the time. So we will be including a brixing kit as well, just so you can double check the syrup strength. This is the brixing kit. It has the syrup separator nozzle and the measuring cup. Keep this somewhere safe. They're worth about 120 bucks if you need to replace it. And it should be done about every 6 months just to maintain syrup to soda ratio and make sure everything's working as it should be. There is a brixing tutorial to show you how to do it. It's really simple. That will be included in the videos. Now, in the box as well, there is a gun holster, a mounting bracket that mounts underneath the bench, your manuals, and the connections for the back of the gun. Now, with any luck, the connections are already there. If the previous machines people were nice to you, 9 times out of 10 these get left behind. They just get disconnected from the back of the gun. These little things get pulled up, they slip out, and they're left behind. If for some reason they were feeling particularly mean and didn't want to do it, then they will be missing. So if you need to connect these, simply your line should be 6mm line. They shouldn't have taken the adapter off. Basically, Python line comes in 10mm. That's standard, and the guns take a 6mm. So there's always going to be a reducer. That reducer belongs, once it's on a Python line and in place, it actually belongs to you. So technically, they shouldn't have removed it. Python line is classed as a fixture, so it belongs to the venue. And no one's allowed to tamper with it. Doesn't matter if it's Coke, Pepsi, or an independent. That's yours. The fittings, on the other hand, technically not. So they could have been removed. But the reducer that takes it from 10mm to 6mm should be yours. Having said that, if for some reason they're not there, please let us know. We will send you some. They're about 40 bucks worth of parts. We won't charge you for them, but we're not going to include 40 bucks worth of parts just in case. So they should be there. And you should have a 6mm line. So what you do is you take that, put a clamp over the line, and push the barb in. Now, with these barbs, only push the line in about halfway. If you push that black line all the way to the end, they won't clamp into the back of the gun. So push it in about a little tiny bit more than halfway is best, but at least halfway, and clamp it in place. That's all there really is to the gun. So the major part of the process is to get the lines right, which will be explained in the Python section more thoroughly.